Hi all, it looks like we have some people joining the Zoom now. We'll just set aside a minute or two so we can get everyone into the webinar, but just by way of introduction, I'm Michael Quinn. I run brand and marketing here at Forum Kitchens. We are greatly appreciative that you took the time today to learn more about our trade program. We're excited to take you through it. This has been recently revamped and relaunched, so some really exciting things to talk about. And we're grateful to have Marlon and Spencer joining us today. Marlon runs our San Francisco studio, so if you ever want to come in and live in the Bay Area, he's happy to host you with a private consultation and take you through our cabinetry. And then Spencer is our head of trade, and we'll be able to talk in detail about our new trade program. And then, of course, we have Nestor, who is here to make sure everything runs smoothly from a tech perspective. Just one other kind of housekeeping thing before we get going here. We do highly encourage questions, so do not hesitate to use that Q&A icon there at the bottom to type questions in, and I'll make sure everything gets answered. I know Spencer and Marlon have prepared some things up top, and we'll set aside some time toward the end to get all your questions answered, but do not hesitate to use that little chat window there, the Q&A window, to send us your questions. It's about 1 after, and we've got people in the room, so I'm going to hand it over to Marlon to kind of get us going here so we can stay on track.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marlon. Thanks, Michael, for all of that. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Today, we're just basically going to share some information about our trade program and how we work with trade professionals and how it's been developed. And Spencer, our head of trade, will be walking you through that trade deck. But yeah, so we've developed a trade program that is basically created to streamline the design process specifically for trade professionals. And we have two paths within our trade program. And the first one is the technical design service, which is tailored for the trade professionals, but we also have a affiliate program. So this is basically a referral program, which we'll cover a little bit towards the end. And yeah, so who is trade? So for us, we specifically work with trade professionals who are architects, interior designers, contractors, developers, and some real estate professionals, such as agents. And this is specifically for the affiliate program. And we developed this based on feedback we've collected from trade professionals since the inception of our company. And there's 4 different phases, which Spencer will be walking you through shortly. And so, yeah, Spencer, do you want to take over?
Thank you, Marlon. Yes, let me share my screen really quickly here. And so this document that I'm sharing right now is actually our trade deck, how we work with trade. And if you've communicated with us already, you likely have been sent this link. However, if this is new to you, please feel free to reach out to us and we can definitely share this with you, and also hop on a general consultation call to answer any follow-up questions you might have after this webinar. So our 4 phases are discover, design, develop, and deliver. So in our discovery phase, this is where we actually hop on that general consultation call with you and just make sure that we answer any questions you have about Forum in general, our product. And then that also allows us to learn a little bit more about the project that you have on hand that you want to potentially use us for. All of the calls are complimentary. And so we just really want to make sure that we ask the right questions and we understand the scope of your project so that when we give you that initial estimate, which is also complimentary, that it is indicative and encompasses all that your project scope is. We always endeavor to make sure that our initial estimates are as true to what the final cost would be for your kitchen. And that's why we do ask for architectural plans, and we will ask some more in-depth questions. And that really works with, for the trade program because typically you guys do have those drawings, and in a way we're able to kind of talk shop with you directly. Our design phase, if the initial estimate works for you, which is where we will actually give you a detailed quote of that design and where we translate the cabinetry, your design with our cabinetry. Our develop phase is where we're able to fine tune that initial design. And then assuming we ask the right questions and we have some good information to start with, we typically find ourselves able to confirm a design and have it be approved in 1 to 2 rounds. Next, then you would be in our delivery phase, which then you will work with our customer success team throughout production, shipping, and delivery and installation as well. So I'll go in depth a little bit more about our technical design service. So again, this is where we really take the drawings and the designs that you have and translate it with our cabinetry. We have over 3,000 components where we can work with in our catalog, and that's both encompasses both accessories, features, and functionality, but also many different sizes of the most common cabinetry available. So we always like to say that we like to start off with what's on the catalog, because that, again, helps you save time and money. We are able to customize some of our cabinetry, but again, in speaking with trades throughout the inception of our company, that we found that timeline and budget are typically the 2 most important aspects for trade projects. And this is why we've actually designed this program. If this is the first time you've worked with us, of course, we want to hop on a general consultation Zoom with you just to kind of explain the process and make sure that we're the right fit. If we have already worked with you, we'd highly encourage you to just send us your project plans and some information over to trade@formkitchens, and then we can actually get that estimate going for you right away. This next slide shows the kind of plans that we request. In general, we like to see the overall room dimensions, so that we see the overall scope of the project that we're working with, but also any notes where it explains about features of functionality and what your design intent is for the kitchen that you're designing. It helps us to know if your client is a home chef or if they prefer to just DoorDash, their meal. So it really helps us tune that estimate and also the final design for you. Once you enter the design phase, you are able to get a detailed quotation. And this is a stylized version of our detailed quotation. We are able to share another PDF with you to actually show you the exact detailed quotation that you'll receive. With that, you'll see itemized, the cabinetry all itemized out alongside with any features or functionality that you decide to put in. And this is where we can actually meet again and decide and talk through if we need to tune it up or down to fit the budget for your project. Once the project design gets approved and the order balance is paid, and this is where we will team up with our customer success team to make sure that if there's any questions throughout the process, that they are able to help you out and answer. Every project comes with a customized installation pack. So that, again, will also help you during the installation phase. I do want to take a quick minute to talk about our affiliate program. And this is really for any of our trade professionals who want to let Forum handle the day-to-day coordination and design for your clients. This also really works for any projects that you might have that have clients who wish to be a little bit more hands-on. You're still able to be a part of our trade program and still earn a portion of the project value back for referring your client to us. Marlon?
Oh, thanks, Spencer.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what's required for the trade program to get started? Like, what do you need to get started with design, Spencer?
Yeah, so Those detailed plans are really helpful because it allows us to make sure that the estimate that we give you is as tuned to what your needs are. Any additional project notes or photos of an existing space, if it's a renovation, any inspiration imagery, whether it's from the internet or actually what's great is if you kind of look through our project gallery and just let us know which of our previous projects really speak to you, whether it's design-wise or features and functionality. All of that information really helps our team put together a good number that we can stand behind.
Very cool. And is there a design deposit required for this?
Yes. So after the initial estimate, to move forward into the design phase, the trade deposit is 5% of that initial estimate. And that is something to help us get going. It will be credited at the final order balance, as well as any samples that may have been purchased prior. So it's not really a design fee in that sense.
Very cool. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. And I actually just want to share my screen just to review the incentives that come with our trade program. So for the technical design service, depending on the project volume that you bring into us, your percentage on the discount will also increase. And that will be permanent moving forward. And for the affiliate program, the homeowner will have an incentive as well from 10 to 15% based on the volume of projects you brought to us. And then these would be the standard renderings that you would receive as a trade professional. Most trade clients are okay with that, but if your client really wants a photorealistic visual, we can definitely supply that. And that would just be an additional fee, and you'll get 3 to 4 slides on that. And basically, we'll also set you up for success with this by providing information on our sizes for the cabinetry. So you have access to our size guide and simply start designing with that. And at the bottom of this trade deck, you'll also have access to the catalog. The quality guide is a really important study that shows all of the research and development that goes into our cabinetry's fabrication. And you can also review some completed projects of ours. And if you just want a quick estimate without engaging us, you can always review through the online estimator. And it's just a good reference for volume in cabinetry. We know every kitchen is unique, so it can give you a rough idea as to where your project cost might land. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm here at our studio, so I think it would be best to just show you how our cabinetry works and some basic functionality. And I'll bring you over here. So this is a test kitchen our CEO installed, by the way. Everything is shipped fully assembled, so it does make it an easy installation. Here we have some basic straightforward drawers. All of them are steel frame slides. They can hold up to 110 pounds, very durable. And they're also full extension and as well as soft close. And that's standard for all of our cabinetry. Even a standard carcass will have a soft close drawer. Then we've got tons of sizes. Here's our larder unit. This comes in various widths and heights with adjustable shelving. Also soft close. And here we have crowd pleaser. Homeowners love this one. And this is our largest trash unit. We've got about a dozen options, but this is the biggest one. And you have trash, recycling, compost bin, and a miscellaneous bin. But there's also a shelf for storage. So everything will live in one area. Tons of corner solutions to work with. This is a standard carousel, but we've got full pullouts as well, and that's also soft close. Underneath the sink, we have a waterproof panel, which adds additional durability and resistance to moisture. And that's also standard for bathroom vanities. And yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward. We've got tons of features. And let me see, am I missing anything? Oh yes, actually, we'll also supply complimentary samples on that design deposit, and they're going to be this size sample. So they're, I think, roughly 11 by 15. And so this would be the size samples you would receive. There'll be a good tool, you know, for referencing other materials. And yeah, here we have a 4-foot drawer, so we can go pretty wide as well. Tons of hidden drawer features. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess we'll lead off with the Q&A now.
Yeah, please do not hesitate to pop some questions into the Q&A section. This is a great opportunity to get your questions answered. First one coming in from Molly is, what is the current lead time?
So the current lead time, we're looking at about 4 to 4.5 months. And that clock starts when you approve the design and pay the order balance. Within that includes a bit of time for the factory to confirm the order and make sure that everything is ready to go, as well as production, and then shipping from Germany to your project site. And again, like Marlon said, all of our cabinetry comes fully assembled. And so really our system and our process saves a lot of time on the back end for your installer. All they need to do is to receive the order, make sure that everything is good, unpack it, and then should they need to, potentially just remove one drawer or one shelf to access the install points. And then you can move on to install it and then move on to the next module. All of our cabinetry comes numbered on the back, 1 of 20, 2 of 20, 3 of 20. So it's a really easy way and a really quick way to actually get all of the cabinetry installed in a very efficient and easy manner.
Great. We've got another question coming in. Do you have a list of installation partners in different states?
So we're working on that. We've had some contractors or installers that have actually installed a few kitchens for various clients. We also partner with BuildZoom, and they are a national network and listing of reputable, insured, bonded installers. So we would be happy to connect you with them to find someone local in your area that's very highly regarded.
Great, thank you. Spencer, as a quick follow-on to shipping, are shipping costs included?
Yes, shipping is included shipping within the continental US is included with the kitchen cost. You will not have to pay additional for that.
Gotcha. And I believe it was Marlon or Spencer, I can't remember, had mentioned our install support / customer success team. Can you tell the folks on the line a little bit more about that team and what they can do?
Yeah, and so once the order is sent to the factory, they'll be able to help answer any questions as to how that process is going. And then you'll actually be able to receive a delivery by date soon thereafter, and for you to expect to receive the cabinetry. During then, that is when we prepare that customized installation pack for you, and which will be delivered alongside with the cabinetry. And let's say that when the delivery comes to your door and you start unpacking, if you have any questions about the cabinetry or just what was delivered, our team is able to meet with you virtually, let's say either Zoom, FaceTime, or phone call, just to make sure to guide you through the process. They've seen and coordinated installs and answered questions for many hundreds of our customers, and so they've seen a lot of unique situations, and they're just able to come up with creative solutions for you. And should we need to help you solve a problem, they are able to expedite that for you.
Thanks, super helpful, Spencer. Another question coming in from Molly, which is a great one. Is there a trade sample package? What does it look like if we'd like to receive your finish offerings to have on hand for clients?
Yeah, and so that's a very common question, and we are working diligently with our manufacturer to be able to kind of provide a range, our sample range, in a little bit more of a easy to handle package. At the moment, though, the way to see our samples and really touch and feel our product is to order these full-size samples. They come in sets of 3 for $90. And again, that first set will be credited back with that trade deposit should we move forward into design. We understand that, space and storage isn't always the best. However, actually, when you do receive those full-size fronts, you're able to see the full, if you ordered our wood reproductions, for instance, the full grain of our fronts. And that's, you'll also be able to feel the heft and the quality. That's something that can always be replicated with small color chips. And so, again, we recommend that when you do have that project, we'll hop on a call, see what samples interest you, and then we can get those samples sorted out.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. And I'm
cool.
also based here in San Francisco, where we have a full test kitchen, as I just shared with you. So if you're also in the area, you could come by and review some samples here in person too, before ordering.
Yeah. We also have our New York studio run by Rachel, who is our studio manager there. It's over in Dumbo. And again, we have open hours, but also, of course, we can schedule a private consultation with you there. And we're always constantly looking at new locations to potentially open our studios. We understand that, that we serve all of the US, and it's important to be able to have a bit of a presence closer, at least in major metropolitan areas. So please stay tuned. We'll let you know when those come online.
Great. Another question coming in from Sean. Can you provide custom colors?
Sorry, Michael, do you remember custom covers?
Colors.
Custom colors. At the moment, our finish range is set for the year. I think we always welcome feedback as to what types of colors you would like to see and have. Our current range does have quite a wide variety from a few different whites to grays. We have a few different blacks, as well as some of the more punchy popular colors. We have a very nice mineral green and fjord blue this year as well. But again, any feedback that you would like to provide as to what you would like to see, coming up, we can definitely take that into account and bring that up with our manufacturer.
Just a quick follow-up there, Spencer. What is the total number of front options we offer?
Oof. Marlon, do you know that offhand?
Okay, so we've got over 70 different options, and that includes the different textures. We have like cement finishes, the 6 different oaks, tons of glossy options. Our shaker fronts also come in different finishes. That one's a really nice reed green, which is very popular right now. And then we also have anti-fingerprint finishes that are very popular. And one thing to know is that all of our flat fronts are actually entry price points. So popular in design and also really affordable with us.
Yeah.
Great.
And
Thank you.
Share my screen really quickly. Our online catalog and our website really is the definitive list of all of our fronts. But again, when we do have this handy finish guide that lists some of our most popular ones. And again, we can share this with you as well. These are our flat fronts, matte finish in different tones. We have some shaker, we have some gloss, we have some wood reproductions. And then this page on number 5 is actually the concrete and some of our more specialty finishes for that project that might require it. We have some concrete reproductions, some glass appearance fronts, etc. So we really do believe that with over 70 fronts, we're able to match the design intent and that aesthetic that you're looking for.
I'll answer this one from Sean. Is there a studio in Atlanta? Not at the moment, but Marlon is always happy to schedule a private virtual tour of San Francisco studio. But that is a city we're looking closely at. In fact, one of our designers is based there. So we'll be certain to let you know if we do come online there anytime soon. But if you do want to do a more in-depth tour of our SF studio via Zoom, Marlon's happy to coordinate that. At the end of our call, will we be receiving all these PDFs by email?
We can definitely do that. I mean, we have your emails from the sign up, so we can definitely reach out and get that over to you.
Well, of the materials we have available, Spencer, what do you think are the best ones to look at first?
Definitely the finish guide and the quality guide. The finish guide, as I just pulled up, kind of shows a selection of our most popular finishes as well as handles. Our quality guide goes in depth into actually the material and all of the components of our cabinetry, all the hinges, all the drawer slides, etc. That probably does a better job of explaining the mechanics of it than we can. As well as our size guide. Our size guide is a small snapshot of our overall catalog, and it actually gives you an example of, again, some of our most popular actual cabinetry components, hinge doors, slide outs, etc., with a couple different size intervals shown. We are European cabinetry, so we work with European sizing. Sometimes that kind of makes people wonder, does that work with American appliances or American rooms? And we actually do. We say we're European sizing, but again, with over 3,000 components in our catalog, there is enough size intervals that would be the equivalent to your 30-inch or your 33 or your 36, et cetera.
Amazing. Well, just a couple minutes left. Want to make sure any last minute questions get answered. So feel free to toss those in. But Spencer, Marlon, as we wrap up, any parting thoughts for our attendees today?
Yeah, I wanted to actually touch base a little bit on the affiliate program as well. So as mentioned, you get a percentage of the overall project value back. And we've made it very easy where you're able, once you sign up, you're actually able to get a customized link. That link you can either send out via email or text it to your clients or put it on your website. And all they have to do is actually just click that link and they will be redirected to our website and then start the process with us directly. Our software will be able to track who comes through that link and track that on the back end. And you will actually get a customized dashboard yourself to make sure that all the clients that you refer, you get logged. And that's how we track that for you.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I just want to thank everyone for taking the time today to just learn more about our trade offering. And yeah, if you want to sign up, just let us know and we'll send you the link.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for coming out. We really appreciate it. Like Spencer said, we'll be following up via email with the recording of the webinar, all the materials we discussed, and our mantra here is we're here to help. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. We're always happy to hop on a Zoom call to bring you up to speed on anything, but we look forward to collaborating, and please do not hesitate to reach out, and we will be sure to follow up with everything we discussed today.
Yeah. And again, any other direct questions, please we're always available at trade@formkitchens.com. So if you want to see any of those PDFs and any other questions, just shoot us an email there and we'll reply back with those materials.
Great. Thanks all.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Bye.